Hello, 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 Mona's Jewels. It is Sweet Saturday, and I haven't forgot where I left off at. I am having a good day. I hope everyone is having a good day. And last night, I was talking about journeys, okay? So this is part 3. And I left off saying that me and my daughter, she started going to Slim for Life. And me and her was doing it together. We was going to the gym and stuff like that. And she was a very, very encouraging, motivated person in my life. And I was doing good. I lost some weight, a lot. I said at that point in time, I might have, I'm just going to say 50 pounds. I wasn't quite that big either, but big enough. I'm talking about weight size, saying I'm big, right? Always got knocked off the train. And when things happen, I veer off. That's the reason why now I am more grounded and focused. I had gotten so depressed that I started back eating. I was smoking at the time, and I just didn't care no more. There ain't no other way to say it. I didn't want to die. I never would take my life. It was just that I wanted to give up on my marriage, okay? I wanted to get, this is my story, my truth. I wanted to give up on my marriage because it wasn't a marriage. It hadn't been a marriage at that point in time. That was 2009, 10, for 5 years. And that's one of the reasons why I was stating yesterday as well. You shouldn't stay in a relationship with no one if you're not happy. But that's not the real reason to get out of a relationship, because you can work at it too. Sometimes we have a tendency of, you know, when you get the person, you don't know how to keep them type of thing. Or when you get them, that's the thing. I don't understand how when a person sweep you off your feet, so to speak, both ways. Woman, like I said, this is not just about beating up on men. No, 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 no. No, I don't do that. Because women, we at fault at times too. But I'm speaking on my behalf for me being a woman and married. So that's why I'm saying it like that. So I declare that up. And I'm not attacking no one specifically. But I know at that one point in time, I didn't care no more. But I stayed there. And as I was staying there, the more I was staying there, I just fell into a dark place, and it was like I was trapped, or which way should you go? Because here we go again. Acceptance. I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning it's okay. It was okay. Did a lot of things together, went on a lot of things, but that didn't mean nothing, because you going out of town and buying these things for another woman and then coming back and try to top it off with me. You might say, for instance, you might go get her a dog, but come back to me and bring me a big screen TV. It's the truth, okay? This is the truth. And here I am looking at the materialistic part of it. Even though I'm not a materialistic person, but that's what I will say. At that point in time, that's probably what I was. I wasn't a gold digger. You want things when you're married. Wife, husband, husband, wife. You're supposed to build, right? So that part of my life was cool, but I wasn't happy. to suffer a lot by myself. Here I am in a state where my mom, sisters, and stuff, and I'm not going to blame them because they didn't know what all I was going through because I kept it in. That's why I say, speak up. I kept it in. I didn't feel like every time something happened that I needed to go and run to my family, you know. And my mama always said this. It's a motto of hers. You got to be the one. You can tell somebody something till you blue in the face, but you have to be the one to put your foot down and get up out of it. Because I'm in that relationship, you in that relationship, we in the relationship and stuff. So no one else really can do nothing but try to coach you along and give you some advice and opinion. And it's up to you to take it. So as all that went on, 2009, I had made myself a promise. 2010 was going to be a better life and year for me. I had a real extremely bad anxiety attack. And the ambulance came. They thought I was having a heart attack. True. And I can remember the man getting out of the ambulance. He said, "You're not getting out of here." He said, "I'm taking you to the hospital." He got out the back of that ambulance, went straight up to a whole bunch of people outside. Just a whole bunch of people. Out of everybody that was out there, I'm talking about it was more than 10 people, okay? He went to my son. I didn't tell him who my son was. He went up to him. I don't know if it was because he was closest, which in fact he wasn't because there was other people closer, okay? And he got in there. He said what he said about taking me to the hospital. I got to the hospital, and the guy that typically does the EEG, or he said EKG, EEG on your heart, had to come home from home to the hospital because he was off shift or off duty. The man came. They wheeled me down there. It wasn't a heart attack. They gave me nitroglycerin. Do you hear me? Anybody that's listening that you know what it is, typically most people do. That's what they give people that suffer from heart attacks, but it's treated for other things as well. Okay? You have some of these medications that is working for this, like steroids, prednisone. It helps with a lot of things. Okay? It can help. Prednisone, a lot of people don't know it helps you with eczema, psoriasis, arthritis, because if you notice, when you're taking the medicine, you can get up and do things you never thought you could do, you know, because the medicine. It's good for your heart too, prednisone. But it puts weight on you. So some medicines have the side effects. It has this disadvantage and stuff like that. Prednisone make me and my daughter depressed. Yes. So they came in there and did that. They gave me the nitroglycerin. Waited a while. And they had a social worker come in there. She was African American. I never forget. You know, they doing the wellness check, see if I'm okay, whatever. I was okay. Someone came in the room. My husband at the time, okay? Like I said, I ain't putting no label, no name on here, so I don't want nobody, you know, to watch this be like, ooh, she's attacking. No, I ain't putting no name on it. But I could tell who it was. It was my husband. I ain't putting no name on it. He walked in there. And I forget why he left out. And when he walked out, she said these words to me. I never will forget this. Quote, unquote. That's your problem. She felt the energy. And she's not the only one. My brother's girlfriend at the time, which was my niece's mom, we used to talk about signs, okay? She's an Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, okay, that's that. And she used to come and get my niece, because I used to babysit. I had daycare in my home, registered child care. And we would talk, She wouldn't just come, we'd talk, and we call it Aquarius conversation. She would literally sit in my recliner, and when he walked through the door and walked in the back, she said, Oh my goodness, Felicia. What is wrong with him? The energy. I'm telling the truth, okay? That lady said that at the hospital. They came back in there and said, we're going to have to give you another one underneath there. I remember, okay, so I'm in hospital. My right eye, one tear came down. I don't know why that one. The other eye, no. It wasn't because I was yawning or anything like that. And she asked me, was I safe? And did I want to go home? And I knew I was safe because my kids were there. But this just goes to show you, here we go. This individual didn't care that it was my children there. My kids witnessed some things that they didn't witness with me and their father, okay? And I felt bad towards the end. I felt bad, period, because it was almost like, which way do you go? Pick and choose type of thing. Or, and this is sad. I'm admitting it. And my kids witnessed this. And I promise you. And I said, I got to get out of this. My oldest daughter, her husband now, but he was her fiance at the time, and my youngest daughter, we all decided to make that move to a totally different suburb, home, left a lot of stuff, sold stuff, and threw some stuff away. I did not care. And at this point in time, I knew someone that I fell in love with, okay? He came to be with me. And I mentioned to him, like I said, I'm not putting no names on it. Later on, I feel like, to this day, I think we're real good friends, but I felt like it was a rush. Because for me, I'm speaking for me, I wanted that void to be filled. Like I said, I always wanted acceptance. I wanted to be loved. And I mean genuinely, right? Not just by anybody. I started feeling happy. And me and my daughter again, my youngest daughter at the time, me and her used to go walk and exercise. We was eating healthy. We wasn't even eating past 7 o'clock at night at all. We try to make our last meal before 7. Exercise. And then me and my oldest daughter, we start going to the gym. Here we go again, support. Don't pull away and shy away from people that's there for you, okay? Something happened. My brother got murdered. 2011, October 2011, 10 days after his birthday. And other things were happening that set me back. He's my only brother, and I loved him dearly. My mom wanted a boy. And I was so sad for my mom. She took ill. She was diagnosed with kidney failure in 2004, I want to say. And she went to dialysis faithfully. She did not miss a day. Her health started deteriorating because of the loss of her son and my brother. And I tried to be the Band-Aid on the sore. I don't know if anybody know what that means. Band-Aid make people feel good. So that's me. Three years later, she passed away 10 days before my birthday. In the midst of that, I was going through some other things too. I left the state that I reside in. I'm going to have to do a part 4. I will be coming back. And you have a sweet Saturday, Jules. Now, I got my scarf on today. Okay? I will be back.